crosses a lot of other mysteries in the games, and one of the mysteries that she's trying to unravel is why the machines of this world have now started becoming corrupted. Something's happening to them. And here we are about 3 to 4 hours into the game. We're just returning from a quest where we are sent to gather some information. And as you can see here, the villages of the world, they're very heavily fortified, and that's because this is a dangerous place. They're under constant attack from normal machines, not to mention these corrupted machines, which are much more aggressive. So this village was recently attacked, and as we walk through the gates here, you're going to see some of the wounded, the survivors from this attack being tended to. And over on the house over here is Maria, and this is who we want to return and give our information from the quest to. So we're going to go over and talk to her now.
You made it back alive. Come, let me hear your report. Any luck hunting?
2 packs of corrupted machines just south of here.
All by yourself?
I'm good with a bow. This corruption, it drives machines into a frenzy. We need to know what's causing it.
The elders have spoken. All we can do is fight and pray to the goddess.
The smart move is to find what's corrupting the machines and put a stop to it.
Surely this is a curse only the goddess can lift.
For everyone's sake, let's hope you're wrong. I'll be on my way. I hope to make the border by nightfall.
Why leave our sacred land, Aloy? I know you grew up an outcast, but
This corruption, it's just one of the mysteries I'm chasing. Wherever the trail leads, I go.
There's a village near the border. Mother's Rise. There's been no word for 2 days.
Sure, I'll check on them. It's along the way.
Thank you, Aloy. May the goddess protect.
Now, as you can see there, we had several dialogue options that we could explore. Now, some of these you can use to explore the lore of the world, gain information that might be useful to you, or as you saw there, we just picked up a quest. She's asked if we would go check out a village that's further up the valley, and something's happened to this village, and we just need to go check on them. But before we leave the safety of this kind of fortified area, we're going to come over here to our buddy Karst. He's one of the traders in this area, and we're going to see if we can buy some weapons and maybe an outfit.
Outfits, armor. I hope you're looking to buy. Could use the shards. See anything you like? Sure you do.
All right, so first thing we're going to buy here is a shadow sling. This is kind of a slingshot weapon. And you can see here from this, it has 3 different ammo types that you can fire from this weapon. You see the stats of each one of the different ammo types next to that. And all the weapons can be modified. There's these weapon sockets. When you kill the machines, they'll drop modified parts that you can use to enhance the various different weapons you'll be using. Also, you can see on the right-hand side, this weapon costs 55 metal shards. That's kind of the common currency of our world. But some of the traders require other items in addition to the common currency, and that's what this blaze resource is here. That's what he's asking for this weapon. So we'll go ahead and buy this weapon, and then we'll equip it into one of our 4 active weapon slots that you can have at any one time. Now, you can carry a lot of weapons in your pack, but at any one time you can have 4 weapons active. So go ahead and equip that. We're also going to buy the Karja Sharp Shot Bow. And this weapon is of interest to us because it has this concussion arrow. And what that allows us to do is you can shoot it at parts of the machines that knocks parts off, disables certain attacks. You can detach weapons that you can later use against the machines, or detach resources that you can pick up for crafting later on. So we'll go ahead and purchase this weapon and equip it as well. And now before we leave the shop, we'll go ahead and purchase an outfit. Now, they told us that there's some corrupted machines in the valley, and these corrupted machines, they have kind of a poison to their attacks. So we want to get an outfit that gives us a little bit of protection against the corruption. So we'll go ahead and buy this outfit here and equip it. All right.
There, that fits you well. And it'll protect you from the venom those corrupted machines drip everywhere.
Well, I'll be off. I hope business picks up.
Thanks. Me too.
All right, so our mission is to head to this valley, see what happened. But before we leave, let's just take a quick look around, and you'll see some other icons on the screen, those blue diamond shapes. What these are is there's additional quests and activities that you can pick up in different settlements, or as you're exploring the world, you'll find these all over the world. So we'll go ahead and leave this area.
She's heading into the valley?
All the way to the border, they say.
Hunter leaving!
Leaving
Open
the
the gate!
Opening the gate!
Now you may remember Maria was talking about this village just came under an attack. And they were attacked by this corrupted Thunderjaw. Now this is that T-Rex robot that you might have seen from earlier trailers. But this one, he's been corrupted, this black and red ooze kind of dripping from them. This is something that's driving the machines mad and making them much more dangerous, much more violent. And again, that's one of our mysteries. That's the quest we're kind of on right here, to discover what the source of that is. Now, Horizon is fully open world. You're free to go anywhere in the world at any time. The choice is yours where you want to go, so you can go to the mountains in the background, or it's up to you.
Turn back! Corrupted machines in the valley!
I have to cross! I'm headed for the border!
Then may the goddess show mercy. The machines won't.
Now, one of the really cool things about the machines in Horizon is that they all have a role. There's a machine ecology. They work together, doing different activities for the machine kind of ecosystem. And up ahead, we're going to run into what's called the shell walkers. And what these particular machines do is they carry this cargo. You'll see this container on their back. See a couple of them walking by there. Now, when Aloy is younger, she found this ancient technology called the focus device. And this gives her the ability to scan machines and get information before she goes into combat. I love the way these guys put that canister on their back. So here we can see the Shell Walker. They're a level 18. They're much higher than we are right now. They're a bit too difficult for us to handle. But you don't always have to kill the machines. So what we're going to try to do here is see if we can knock that cargo container off and loot it before the guy attacks us, and see if we can get away without getting in combat.
This is it.
And there to kind of help with the getaway, she was using that sling weapon with a stun grenade to kind of slow down the enemies. So we've stolen some loot from that loot container, and that's what you're going to use to craft the various items in the game. So we'll pause here. We're hiding behind a rock that's a bit safe right now. Enter our crafting menu, and we're going to craft some traps, some explosive traps to use later on. And you'll have a variety of different traps, ammos, and different things that you can craft with the resources. And a lot of these resources are shared from item to item, so you'll have to make a decision what you want to use those resources for. So we've crafted a couple traps that will be placed on the ground. We'll see those later. But we're going to continue on here towards Mother's Rise. That's this village that we're supposed to be checking up on. This guy.
Okay, no more sneaking.
All right, well done. It's always a good idea whenever you make a kill on a machine, you want to loot its resources, because again, you're going to need those for crafting later on. Now, like I said, we can talk to people and gain information. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy, see if he has any useful information for us.
I came from Mother's Rise.
Corrupted attacked the village.
Yes,
And something worse, a demon.
What do you mean, a demon?
It scuttled from the forest. Drove a group of watchers mad.
How'd it do that?
I saw, but I did not understand. Oh, Goddess, protect us!
Keep running for Mother's Crown, it's not far.
Come with me, or the demon will kill you.
I don't believe in demons, and I don't run when lives are at stake. Get out of here.
You're crazy!
So obviously something happened in this village, freaked this guy out. What you can see here, though, is Aloy, she's very practical. She doesn't believe in the superstitions that some of the tribes believe into. She knows there's a reason, there's a cause behind this. So we're going to continue down the valley, but let's open the map real quick and take a look at where we are and where we need to go. Now this is kind of one small valley in the area, and this down here you can see this red area. This is the area that's been reported to have been corruption, that there's some corrupted machines have attacked this village here, and it's quite a ways down the valley. Of course, we're free to walk there if we want to, but we can get there much faster if we pick up a mount and ride it there. So thankfully, nearby there's a broadhead site. And what this is one of the machines in the world that you can actually override, take control, and you can use it as a mount to ride around the world. So that's what we're going to try to do now. So now you can approach this situation any way you like, by any means, using any of your weapons or tools that you have. It's usually a good idea. You want to approach stealthily, use the grass for cover, use this focus device that we mentioned earlier for scanning the machines, see what their strengths and weaknesses are. Another interesting thing that this device does is you can see when we highlight over an enemy, it shows you its patrol path. So you can see where this guy's going to be walking. And this enables you to make very smart decisions when you're planning an attack. You'll know exactly where you want to lay your traps. You might hide in the bushes and jump out for a surprise attack, and you know exactly where this guy's going to be walking. And also here, you'll notice that there's two types of machines. There's these broadheads who are grazing, gathering materials, and then the watchers who are working with the broadheads, but they're working as a guard, kind of protecting, looking out for danger. So we don't want to be spotted by them because the broadheads will be scared away as soon as they're alerted. So let's see how Guy approaches this situation.
Time to choose.
So now he's tied down the broadhead so it can't get away, but he still has to deal with these watchers because they've discovered him. Nice. And so now with the watchers out of the way, we can go and override this broadhead to gain control of it. Now you can not only gain control of certain machines for riding around in the world, you can also override other machines to help you out in combat. So Guy could have overrode the Watchers and had the Watchers fight for him. It's just another one of the options that you'll be able to explore in combat. So again, you see it's much quicker to get around on the mount. Also gives you a nice opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery. See some of these tall necks here walking by. And these are the guys you may or may not have seen that you can actually climb to the top of those machines. Really cool. Now we're coming up to the end of the valley here. We're getting close to the village that we know something has happened to. So we're gonna approach slowly, get off our mount, and kind of assess the situation just before we go running in there. And we're also going to see how Guy approaches this. You've seen the various different tools and weapons. We have the trap that can be placed on the ground. You can tie down the machines. Remember that concussion arrow that can knock parts off machines. Any combination of those you can use, again, as you like. So let's see how Guy approaches it. All right, this is a new machine, the Corruptor. We scanned it. We can see it's a very high-level machine, so it's going to be a difficult fight. But we also saw that it's weak against fire, so that'll be a good weapon to use against it. So there he's placed the trap on the ground. Makes the shot. Again, we're trying to, this particular machine is weak against fire, so we're trying to overheat him so he'll expose his heat core. And he doesn't care about the houses, he's just gonna plow right through them. So the whistling you're hearing was Guy calling for his mount to come. You can use all your weapons again on the mount as well as on foot. But on the mount you gain that speed advantage. Okay, this guy's jumping around way too much. We'll try to tie him down and see if that helps. All right, he's down. That gives us more time to shoot additional weapons into him. He's overheated at this point. That core is exposed. He's going for the killing shot, and he does it. Now, Guy makes it look easy. He's a professional, but this is actually a really challenging fight. Now, through this battle, we've gained enough experience points to level up. That gives us some skill points to spend. This is just one of the ways that you'll be improving your abilities, improving Aloy as a character, is by purchasing skills that unlock new attacks, allow you to use resources more efficiently, or unlock a host of other items. So we'll go ahead and purchase a skill here. Now, this machine, it's new to our world. This is something that we haven't seen before. No one has seen this machine before. But where it comes from, who sent it, why is it corrupting all the other machines in the world, what's their end goal, we don't have an idea. So that's, again, this is one of the big mysteries that we're trying to unravel. And this is also somehow linked to Aloy's personal mystery and where does she come from. So that's what you'll get to explore in Horizon.